Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back to another episode. Gooner TV. I am Jason Gooner. Back here again, just going live. Wanted to go through the 60-man squad that has been out for about a week now and just make an attempt to try to pick out the final 23-man squad that Heimir Hallgrímsson will go for. Of course, we have to keep in mind what we think the coach might do, but of course, this will also be based on what I think at the current moment, just based on what I know of the form and the injuries of some of the players in the team. As we get started up, just remember it's a brand new channel, so when you see the channel, subscribe, like the content, share the videos around. We're trying to get the channel viewership up, and we're just going to come with some videos and keep it consistent and see how the channel grows. So as you can see in the title, we're going to be picking the 23-man squad this evening. So I'm just going to let some people get into the chat before we start to go through it. So first and foremost, how's everybody doing? Anybody in the chat, let me know how your day went today. I had a great day. Got through everything with the family. Kids had a great day at school. One of my daughters had play practice. My other daughter had football training. And now dad is going live after they go to sleep. So I think based on how the space is, most of the time slots are pretty full up for the day. So I probably will be coming late. It works best for my schedule. So around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the evenings, if I am going live, is probably when you will see me. So as I said, I was going to let the place full up a little bit more before I start. Let me just big up the people who are here. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Dre the DJ, big up. Michael Hall, respect dad. Okay, Michael Hall said he's going to be joining me tonight. Beautiful. We can go through it together. Big up Jason, my namesake. A waterful day. Okay, Dre. Bare rainfall today. By the way, where is everybody watching from? I know where Michael Hall is. Jay the DJ, where are you watching from? Are you in America, Jamaica, the UK? Well, if it's the UK, boy, you're up late. Yeah. Jay the DJ, the NYC. Cool. Actually, NYC, I'm actually born, Yeah, so if I play for Jamaica, I would be a diasporan, Bless up, Caris. Yes, as you come in forwarding, just make sure you like up the video. We're going to go through the roster this evening and try to make an attempt to pick out this 23-man squad. Fresh God, bless up, bro. Respect for the bless and pass through. Don't know, me know he's a busy YouTuber, so respect for the hail up and the pass through. Like the video, if anything, watch it back, cause we're gonna make an attempt to pick the side. But Fresh, if you stay around, bro, cause don't know, say he's a person who follow up all the players and things. So I want it to be an interactive thing, Want people just for their respect. Fresh God for the pass through. Who that? Sean Base. Bless up, Sean. Elite Sports TV. Big up yourself, Ryan. Respect for the love, Ryan. Yeah, man. I don't know if you don't subscribe to Ryan already, which most of you probably are. Subscribe to the man channel. Now Ram for beat them and wheel the fire belt and the leather belt and all kind of belt. Even a Ram, trust me. Don't ease up. But Ryan, they don't know my thing of football, Football are my thing, so me make you beat them and me just go there analyze and scout and make the people them know what me I see. You see it? Yeah, man, Fresh. Respect, bro. Yeah, man, Sean. Make them know if you like it. Same time. Yeah, man, Ryan. I don't know, Me keep tell people, this YouTube thing, Everybody gotta do it for them way. And you can't beat somebody for the way them do it, you know? I hear a way that. Yeah, man, I hear a way. But you talk football just the same. But in a ram for beat them, brother. Yeah, man, everybody, I heal up everybody. Where's the chorus? If you stop what him doing, nah, man, if you do what him want to, man. Free world, you know? From him not incriminate himself, you know? Chris Smith, I beat you. Thought you said Whisper was going to play for the first team. Yeah, man, Ryan, that's the plan. You're going to talk football all day. That me already do, you know, me just say forward on with the camera, you know. All right, cool. So, as we say, we'll get into it. First, I want to pull up this. Yeah, so the 60-man roster. Yeah, so the 60-man roster, we'll go through it now. And we're going to see. Because what we want to do is obviously 60 people on the list. I believe I counted it right. It was 60. Yeah, 60 names on the list. And what we want to do, we want to go through and pick a 23-man squad. So first things first, we just want to go through the list and we want to break down how many of each position we have. Because you know we want to make 23. So normally it's going to be listed goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, forwards. So for me, it's always a thing where you make your wingers forwards, you make your forwards wingers. I'm just going to call anybody that play more of a wing position a midfielder for the purpose of this exercise. So forwards are going to mainly be center forwards or strikers, right? Obviously, we have some that can do both. When we get to those ones, we'll figure out where we're going to put them. But that's how I'm going to pre it when we're making this list. So based on that, my breakdown would have been 3 goalkeepers, 8 defenders, 7 midfielders, and 5 forwards, right? So that's how we're going to break it down. 3 goalkeepers, 8 defenders, 7 midfielders, and 5 forwards, right? So if we're looking here at the team, I'm just going to read through everybody first. So we have K-Roy Anderson, Charlton Athletic, Mikel Antonio, West Ham United, Leon Bailey, Aston Villa, Deshane Beckford, Colorado Springs Switchback, Amari Bell, Luton Town, Deshaun Bernard, Sheffield Wednesday, Andre Blake, Philadelphia Union, Romain Blake, Chicago Fire, Kanaya Boyce Clark, Reading, Javane Brown, Vancouver, Corey Burke, NY Red Bulls, Bailey Kadamarteri, Sheffield Wednesday, Norman Campbell, FK Vajvodina, Ronaldo Cephas, Ankara Gucu in Turkey, Devante Cole, Barnsley FC, Joel Cunningham, Arnett Gardens, Shaquan Davis, Mount Pleasant, Kaim Dixon, Arnett Gardens, Kemar Foster, Waterhouse, Malik Foster, Colorado Springs, Switchback, Damari Gray, Al Etifak, Tavon Gray, NYC, Romario Guthrie, Mount Pleasant, Wes Harding, Millwall, Michael Hector, Charlton. Let's go to the second page. We have Ramon Howell, Mount Pleasant, Omari Hutchinson, Ipswich Town, Daniel Johnson, Stoke City, Richard King, Cavalier, Amal Knight, Lexington, USL League One, Kevin Lambert, says Real Salt Lake, but recently went on loan to San Antonio in USL League One. Joel Latibodier, Coventry City, Greg Lee, Oxford United, Dexter Lembikisa on loan at Hearts, Damian Lowe, Philly Union, Jamal Lowe, Swansea City, Tyreek McGee, Colorado Springs, Adrian Mariappa, Salford City, Kyle Ming, Cavalier, Shamar Nicholson, Claremont Foot, Casey Palmer, Coventry City, Kaim Paris, Saba, Demario Phillips, Mount Pleasant, Ethan Pinnock, Brentford, Alvas Powell, FC Cincinnati, Adrian Reed, Cavalier, Bobby Reed, Fulham, Dejan Richards, Chelsea FC, Lamont Rochester, Chicago Fire, Kemar Roof, Rangers, Jonathan Russell, Barnsley, Delano Splat, Fulham, Ricardo Thomas, Dunby Holden, Shanil Thomas, Cavalier, Jamoy Topi, Mount Pleasant, Jamali Waite, El Paso, Locomotive, Ronaldo Webster, FK Bregalnica Stip in Macedonia, Jadine White, Cavalier, Devon Williams, Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and Romario Williams, Hartford Athletic. So that right there is the 60-man squad. Obviously, a lot of names that have been in the team before, some that they have called back, some that we're wondering how they made it there. But that is not the purpose of the exercise to scrutinize that. What we want to do is to figure out, figure out what is the 23 that we're going to pick out of that. So what we should do here now, let me just adjust this. Okay, yeah, there I go. All right. So what I wanted to do first was just go through and see how many of each player. So there are 7 goalkeepers on the list. What I want to do is just break down that 7 and go ahead and pick the 3 goalkeepers. So yeah, man, fresh. Keep on tell them, man. Martin Baker, bless up, Respect. Yeah, man. Everybody were there, man. Respect for the love. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started, people. Forward on the journey with me, Yeah, so I could go through the goalkeepers, right? So the goalkeepers on the list, we have Andre Blake, right? We have Kanaya Boyce Clark. We have Shaquan Davis, Amal Knight, Jamali Waite, and Jadine White. So, of course, we're going to pick 3 goalkeepers. The squad will have to have 3 goalkeepers in the 23. So, I think most in here will agree that 2 of those goalkeepers on this list probably pick themselves based on previous performances for the Reggae Boyz. Maybe not so much current form, because the 2 goalkeepers that I have in mind that are locks would be Blake and Jamali Waite. For me, right? And I'll go through the chat and see what you guys are thinking. But for me, the 2 locks that I have so far are Andre Blake and Jamali Waite. Right? Andre Blake was a worry a few days ago, did have a slight groin issue, but he was able to recover and played in the first leg of their Concacaf Champions League match against Pachuca last night. It was a 0-0 draw. He did very well in the goal, made some crucial saves to take the game back to Mexico at 0-0, and there will be the away goals rule. So crucial for them to keep a clean sheet at home last night. So I think that bodes well for them. Let's see, the names are coming in. Corey, Blake, Boyce Clark, and Waite. Yeah, so for me, as you notice, guys, I haven't said my 3rd goalkeeper yet. I'm still on the fence about who I'm going to say. But I do have Blake and Waite so far. So Corris is one that's going for Boyce Clark. Let's see. Travis Peso, big up yourself. Respect, bro. Blake, Waite, Boyce Clark, my 3. Yeah, so far we have those 2 choices being the same. Martin Baker says keepers, 1 Blake, 2 Boyce Clark, 3 Jamal. So Jamal, so you would have Boyce Clark as the 2nd. Okay, interesting Martin Baker. So I think Corris and yourself have Boyce Clark listed 2nd as the backup. Okay. Kevin J, bless up, bro. Bless up, my Haitian brethren. Bless up. Yeah, man, we'll go through and I pick the 23-man squad, Kevin. So if you know any of the ball of them, you can let me know what you're thinking. Owen, bless up, brother. Bless up. J the DJ, where's a Clark? Yes, a Clark would have be a third boy. So here's the thing now. You see, Kanaya Boys Clark did have a little spell where he was out, but he is back now playing PL2 with the under 21 at Reading. Hasn't really featured in the championship team of late, but I think that's really just to get him reps over 90 minutes at the PL2 level. And you know, we have been following another player from Jamaica that has entered that competition, and you know, from watching a few games, that level is a very, very high level and a great level for development. So I don't mind him playing PL2 if it's going to mean he's playing and getting more reps. I think especially at his age for a goalkeeper, it is paramount that he's playing. A lot of the great goalkeepers around the world did spend time in the developmental leagues to start out. And I think that he's one that has boatloads of potential. And in a few years' time, I'd be shocked if he wasn't starting for, you know, at the very least, a championship side. So, you know, for me, I was on the fence. I was definitely giving a thought to maybe a Shaquan Davis as who I deem to be the standout goalkeeper with the right age in the Premier League currently. I do rate Kemar Foster highly, but I just think maybe this cycle comes a little bit too late for him. With him, you know, being at where he is, even though he's a goalkeeper. But at the end of the day, you know, Blake is probably one of the positions on the pitch that is probably a nailed-on starter currently. And if you're going to have three goalkeepers, you would love to have one that is there mainly to develop or to gain experience from the more experienced custodian. So in that sense, looking to the future, I think Boyce Clark pips that third spot for me. Commiserations to Shaquan Davis. I do think that he's one that we should definitely keep our eye on. I was very impressed with what I saw from him in the Trinidad tour and also what I've been seeing from him for the past few seasons now in the JPL when I get a chance to watch them. So, yeah, that's what I would say there. Yeah, Fresh God said definitely. Travis Hallgrímsson, no wholesale changes to the 23 for the Nations League. He's sticking to those players who bring him this far. Yeah, Travis, I probably think that you're right for the most part. I do think that, you know, when we look at, as we go through this list tonight, you'll see that there are some places that we're going to have to make changes. Just it's going to be forced because we don't have players and players are injured and things of that nature. So, you know, as we go through, Travis, we'll see. But I agree. I think most of my choices, you know, while it's my predicted team, I'm also trying to predict what he'll do. So I will have to factor in how I think he'll think as well. So we'll see where we reach when we get to the end of this. Yeah, people blessing up. Martin Baker said the under 20 keeper not that bad either. Yeah, I was impressed with him. Tawayne Lynch, he did really well. Not in this 60-man pool, so it's not someone that I could, you know, pick for this, but yeah, one definitely to watch. Let's see. My screen gone. All right, let's see here. Blake, Wait, and Boyce Clark. All right, cool. Ferran said good options. Yeah, we have good goalkeeping options. That's a spot where I don't think we're really in trouble. I think we have some good prospects for the future, and we have a very good starter and backup. So yeah, I'm confident about that area of the pitch for sure. USA first choice keeper is on the bench for Forest. That is very true. I think Berhalter has a decision to make because I don't really believe that they have any other goalkeepers really playing. I think Ethan Horvath is a backup. Matt Turner is a backup. I couldn't even tell you where Zach Steffen is right now, to be honest. They do have some MLS keepers on form, but their season just started, so we'll see. I think Berhalter probably puts Turner in the goal though, because he has always come up trumps for USA for the most part. I don't feel confident, especially at the back line. Ethan Pinnock injured and Lowe not having playing time for Philly scared me. And you know I don't like your left back and right back. Yeah, Kevin J, when we're picking that defense line, we're going to see how we can maybe make it look a little better. Fresh God, he said that in an article today, Jason Gooner TV. What exactly fresh? What exactly fresh? He said today. Yeah, well, Martin, if him not out of shape, him definitely going to be out of match fitness. Okay, fresh Stephen there, MLS. Okay, me never pre. Respect. At Colorado. All right, so we have to check it out. Yeah, man, Michael Hall, you're right, Daddy. You're right. Forget about USA, Jamaica, we are picked. So, all right, so pretty much everybody unanimous on the goalkeepers. Andre Blake, Jamali Wade, Boyce Clark. I think we had pretty much everybody saying those names. And I agree there. Continuity, no need to change it. We have various age groups in there. We have one that we're developing, so that looks like a good balance right there. Oh, okay. He said that he'll be sticking to the squad that took him. Okay, yeah, for sure. Well, this is just to see how many of those players actually are fit and can play, because I think we're gonna have to pick some others. But let's go through. So for the defenders now, so I counted 19 of this list of 60 as actual defenders. And again, for me and what I've seen Hallgrímsson do, he typically goes with 8 defenders. Now, the 8 defenders are sometimes can be arguable because it might be midfielders listed on their list as defenders and all these things. But I'm just going to tell you the 8 defenders that I think is going to be on this list. So first and foremost, I'm going to do I'm just going to pick the defenders, not going to do positions. So going through the list, Deshaun Bernard will definitely be on this list. I think he's pretty much a starter now for Sheffield Wednesday when fit and not on suspension. His performances have continued to get more and more consistent. So, I think Deshaun Bernard pretty much is a lock in this squad now. Proved himself pretty much at this level. Obviously, not the finished article. Still a little green in some of his decision making, especially when it comes down to making tackles. But I think over time he has improved. Based on what I've seen at Sheffield Wednesday, a little more measured approach in how he's trying to win the ball from people, not giving away as many fouls. He did have a double yellow the other day, I believe 2 matches ago. That's why he was out of the last game. But I think that was his first red of the season. So, not somebody that I think can have his moments where he can be rash. But, my hope is that we see the better side of him, because I do think that he'll have to play an important role in this 2-match window with Ethan Pinnock being out. So Deshaun Bernard makes my list as the first defender. I got 20. But go on still. All right. So going through the list again, defenders. Going through Deshaun Bernard. Boom. All right, my next defender on the list is going to be Michael Hector. And this list is not in any order, people. I'm just going through it alphabetically. So no need to freak out about when you hear a name called. I'm just going through the list. My next defender on my list, and I'm purposely saying his name now because I want him to play in the defense, is Joel Latibodiere. Joel Latibodiere makes my list as a defender for me. I know he can play other places, but I want to see him on the back line. My next defender is going to be Craig Lee. My defender after that is going to be Dexter Lembikisa. And, of course, Damian Nanalo has to be there. I need his leadership. I need him to play well. Let's see. Defenders. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know that I need to add a couple more. So let's see what we have so far. We have Deshaun Bernard, Michael Hector, Damian Lowe. So that's 3 centre backs. And we have Joel Latibo there, who is a centre back / right back / left back, right? Utility defender. So basically, we need 2 more. Right now, I have 1 out and out left back. I have Dexter who can play both. I have Joel who can play both. So what do you think my squad needs? I need 2 more defenders. All right, let me take a look at comments and see what people are saying. All right, Fresh God going Hector, Bernard, Lowe, Harding. Wes Harding gets called back for you. Okay. Dexter Lembekisa, Greg Lee. Last spot is tricky because at this point Tavon have a knock. Okay, so let me see. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you have 6 and you don't really pick a 7th yet. All right. Let me see what Martin said. Martin said Lowe, Bernard, Latibodier, Harding, Hector, Lee, Dexter, and Powell. All right. So Martin Baker has gone for Alvas Powell. Wow, people. Alvas been playing decent in his games in the Champions Cup, you know. You going to mark him harder because he play Cavaliers, or you just going to call it for what it is? Yeah, Martin, I went through in alphabetical order and I went over Bell's name because I want to be realistic. Yeah, Michael Hall. So I need 2 more wing backs, you think? Well, right now, we have Greg Lee and Dexter alone. So we need to pick another right back, I would say. Even though for me, Latibo there is a right back. So we need some cover for left back too. Why? Let me see what Travis has said. Lowe, Bernard, Hector, Harding, Dexter, Lee, Brown, Bell. So Travis, you're going to bring Bell and see if him can come through fit. Boy, I was giving that some thought earlier too, And I'm not sure. Fresh guy said, forgot about Javane Brown, so he's the 7th player. Well, if it's a continuity thing, Hallgrímsson will pick either Javane Brown or Tavon Gray if he's injured. And we've seen in the past he's picked both, as well as Dexter. So if it's a continuity thing, my other 2 names are probably going to be Tavon Gray and Javane Brown. But I'm going to say Wes Harding, for me, gets into my squad. Recently had a tough game for Millwall and has been on the bench for about 2 games or 3 games in a row. But prior to that was pretty much a nailed-on starter for the whole season, playing centre-back in a back 3. Sometimes in the centre, sometimes on the right, sometimes on the left. But I think for me, he makes the squad due to the fact that when I look at this team right now, it's really just Bernard, Hector, and Lowe as quote-unquote centre-backs. I mean, Latibo there plays centre-back, but a lot of times when he plays centre-back, he plays in a 5. So I actually want to play Latibo there as a right-back this go-around or a left-back, depending on, who starts, if it's Greg Lee, if Bell is fit. And, Travis, I think I'm going to agree with you as far as I'm going to call Amari Bell because I'm of the belief that if he's 75-80%, I would still play him. I would still bring him, I should say. I would still bring him. Because think about the boost it give the squad if he does come and, last couple of day fitness test, even if him can't start, just to have him as an option to come off the bench. Because I think Javane has had a lot of chances, man, and I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced. I mean, I know the player, he must have something about him because coaches pick him. He plays for Vancouver, either right back, right wing back, sometimes right centre back in a back 5. And he he gets picked for Jamaica. So, there's something there, but I just feel like his positioning sometimes, man, just leaves a lot to be desired, bro. Seems to run out of position too much. Toss up between Brown and Powell for me. Yeah, Alvas, I don't know. I think Alvas, too many fans have PTSD from Alvas. So once his name comes up, it's tough. I think my dad has PTSD. Before him pick Alvas, he would have picked Ravman Powell. You see? So he might have picked cricketer. So Martin said Powell over Brown though, Yeah, man. Travis, me believe him no. Yeah, but him know, but him know. Fresh set Martin Baker. Based on Coach Grimmer words, you won't be seeing Alvas. He's going for a person who he worked with before. Yeah. Yeah, Martin, he might play better, bro, but PTSD sometimes is a hell of a thing, man. People are scarred from that Mexico sub. When the 2 goal, is 2 goal it come from that side or one? Can't remember where it go, but I know a goal score over there. The infamous crying scene came from that match. Anybody who watched YouTube was about Jamaica know what I talk about. One of the greatest clips ever. What about Hochi? Oh, when we don't reach midfield yet. He said in an interview he was going through a rough time with the loss of his kid. Yeah, Fresh, I did hear about that, Fresh. I did hear about that. I did hear about that. So, if we want to, if we think that those times are behind him and we might get a better result out of him this go around, I wouldn't kill him being in the squad. As I say, there must be something about the player in there because he keeps getting picked. I am just struggling to see the whole thing put together at once. All I see right now is just a player that is pretty fast. But I'm not sure that he has full control over everything that he's doing sometimes. I'm not trying to be harsh. That's just what I see when I see him playing. And as I say, he must be a good player because he plays. He's a professional. But I just don't see it when he plays for us. I've seen like glimpses, but very small ones. Yeah, tell him when I reach midfield yet. I don't think the coach will carry 8 defenders this time because he will need extra attackers to fill in for Gray and Nicholson in the first game. That's a good point still, But I don't know. I think the players that are gonna be in the attack for the first game will just have to play the whole game, most of them. Because you still have to have the defenders to fill the squad out anyway. So you can't really. But a fair point. Maybe he goes down to 7 defenders this time and not 8. Not picking now Alvas once Brown and Dexter fit. Sorry. Yeah, Fresh. I think you're right. I think Alvas struggled to come back in. Might be worthy based on merit, but I just feel like the history is bad. Fresh God, well, good for Grim. I trust him to do the right thing, but this is my team, lol. Yeah, Martin, I hear a team for real. You just pick your team. Yeah, Fresh, it was 2. Yeah, I try and make it easy upon him. 2 goal. I know, bro. We know. Caris, a lot of our defenders, when you really check it, them playing those systems a lot, Like so a lot of these players, they would fit into a lot of these systems. When you look at like a Greg Lee, perfect for a left wing back role, because him have the attacking. Even Amari Bell is a centre back option if you play a back 5, So Latibo there, I think, is a better well, I wouldn't say better, but he functions well in the back 5 as well because he's not the tallest player. So sometimes you might need that extra body for some of the crosses. So yeah, it's I don't think the coach would change the system for this one game, but when you look at the personnel, it might be something that could work. Yeah, good point. All right, so So, all right, me sort of break down what me say as my 8 right now. So, Deshaun Bernard, Michael Hector, Joel Latibodier, Greg Lee, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, Wes Harding, and I'm not gonna pick Amari Bell. He's out. He's out, people. I wish I could. I'm gonna put Javane Brown. And the reason I'm putting Javane Brown, this is I'm predicting Hallgrímsson's 23. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So I do think that he's gonna go for continuity in some cases, and I think Brown is one of those that he has pretty much made every squad that the coach pick. And because of that, I think that Javane Brown will be there. And I do see that I have someone waiting to join. So when they come back, I will let them in. Travis said, Michael, big boss, screaming not picking Lati as a defender. He will be the CDM. Yeah, well, him probably list, yeah, so. All right, so people, we have a guest joining us. Let me add him to the stage. Yes, if there's a resemblance to me, it's because that's my father. So welcome Michael Hall to the Gooner channel as we go through the 23-man squad.
Yeah, man.
He's a man that doesn't need much introduction. I think if you follow sports in Jamaica, you would have seen this face before. Somehow, whenever there's something going on, they always seem to want to hear his opinion. And I think they're rightfully so. He's very knowledgeable, a true fan, a true lover of sports. And, I just want to welcome him to the channel. So, Dad, what's going on? How are you doing? You're up late, what going on?
Yes, bless up, Jason Gooner.
Hearing you. Are you
man,
mute?
bless up. I'm having a wicked.
Yeah, we're not hearing you.
Yeah, man, something wrong with the audio.
All right, so listen, if you're having trouble with the sound, jump out and just jump back in. Yeah, so Daddy will forward back, people. He will forward back. Oh, you hearing him and I'm not hearing him. Oh, okay. All right, so I probably need to plug up something then. All right, so let me get my headphone then. 1 second, people. No, just forward back on Daddy, because them said them did I hear you, and me not hear. So me have to plug up something for hear you. So let me get my headphone. Soon forward, people. Listen to some music in the meantime. But you could hear Damian the other day, so that can make no sense. Yeah, people. Yeah, bro. That is a question that everybody asks me. How that even happen? Oh, this man is a Chelsea fan and me is an Arsenal fan. Well, that for make you know, so you can't trick me and sell me no cuckoo juice, because me stand on my own feelings, because my father is a big time Chelsea fan and me go love Gunners. So when them tell you say, for follow people, me never follow people, not even my own father. I watch the football game, the man pick my side. But me not understand why Uno did I hear him and me can't hear him. That don't make no sense. Oh, I know why, Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. Let me see now. All right, let me see if we can hear you now, Daddy.
Greetings.
Ah, yeah. So I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yeah, but you see every time you say something, me hear it 2 times.
Yeah, because I watch it.
All right, now put in my earphone on. So,
Yeah, because
if it no work out, me just come in.
no, I think you're probably watching the show on YouTube as
Okay.
well. But you
Can you
don't
hear
need
me?
to. Yeah, man, still I hear you, man. And everybody out there can hear both of us, right? Let's give you a thumbs up. See a clear. Okay. Yeah, so right away, Daddy, them see the jersey and them want to know
Yeah.
how.
So here,
So are you hearing me like double time?
yeah, me I hear you 2 times.
Okay, so that mean do you have YouTube? Are you watching YouTube on your device as well as on
All right,
this?
hold on.
Just stop the YouTube stream because that's
We
probably
better
what
now.
they.
Yeah, man, I did think that.
Okay, cool.
Excuse me here, people. I'm kind of new to them thing, but set up.
Yeah, man. No
Yeah,
watch
man.
nothing, man.
I tried my best to convince this youth for wear blue, but I'm not taking no talk.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking that talk. I'm just, I don't hate Chelsea or anything, but I just don't love them. Yeah, Jason, I think we sort it out now. Everybody hear everything fine, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
man.
So yeah, so I don't know if you have been watching because I've seen you in the chat, but I went with my last defender that I went with. I don't know if you heard that part was Javane Brown. And the main reason for that was just familiarity. I feel like the coach is gonna try to lean on the players that have been in the squads. So just to recap the defenders for you, in case you missed it, that Deshaun Bernard, Michael Hector, Joel Latibodier, Greg Lee, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, Wes Harding, Javane Brown. So those are the 8 defenders that I think Hallgrímsson will be going with.
All right. So if you go up a little further back in the chat, I think those were the very same names that I put as well, even without
Okay.
hearing your final 8. So we're up on the same page.
Yeah.
But how does that jive with what the people in the chat are saying? Most people are
I
agreeing with
think
that.
I think most people pretty much have those names. I think the only one that I saw that was any different, some people were saying, well, one person, I know Martin was saying Powell, to which you had some
Rahman.
choice words for about Ravman Powell.
Rahman.
But other than that, I think those names are pretty much across the board what people are thinking he's gonna go with.
Okay. I have one last comment about the defenders before we move on to the midfielders. I think I saw somebody comment and say, or you read a comment where somebody said, you're not sure I'm going to go with as many as 8 defenders, I might go with 7 instead.
Correct.
I want to disagree with that. I think he will definitely go with 8 defenders just because of the way he plays. He plays to defend and try and win on the counter. I think he wants to make sure, especially with Pinnock and possibly Bell out. We have all picked Bell in, but Bell don't must play,
Yeah,
right?
well,
So
I took Bell out of the one just because I'm saying I'm just being wishful thinking, putting him on here. I don't think he's gonna get fit in time.
I don't either. So without 2 of your starting back 4 or 5, whatever he plays, missing, he's definitely going to want to make sure he has enough defenders that he can rotate or make us change if somebody not playing well. Because first and foremost, you want to protect him goal before we even think about scoring. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel we're taking 8. Don't
Yeah,
mind sharp. If you don't mind sharp, we take 9.
9 to rat it because maybe one of these midfielders that we're gonna pick can double as a defender too. Who knows? All right, so I agree there. I think it's gonna be 8 defenders. 8 defenders. Yeah, Martin, Bell out. It's sad. We are try nurse it, but it not gonna work. It not gonna work. So I did a similar thing with the midfielders. What I want to do is just count out how many we had to begin with and just read the names again. So in the midfield slots, and remember people, as midfielders, I'm counting anyone that you would class as a wide player. They're all going to be in this midfield list, okay? So Keroy Anderson, that's one. And remember, the breakdown is going to be 3, 8, 7, and 5. All right? So we have Keroy Anderson as a midfielder. I am going to call Leon Bailey a midfielder for the purpose of him being a wider player, right? We also have some of these names are obviously probably not going to make it, but I'm going to call them anyway just to let you know what the breakdown was to begin with. Deshane Beckford, 3. Let's see. Norman Campbell, I would call him a winger, so that's 4. Ronaldo Cephas, that's 5. Let's see.
Damar agree, or you call him a forward?
No, he would be a midfielder in this exercise. I'm struggling to figure out. Kaheem Dixon pretty much played wide in the system against Trinidad, so I'll call him a midfielder as well. So that's 6.
No matter Kaheem now with the squad.
Malik Foster, 7. Damari Gray, 8. Romario, I don't, what him the name, so? I know Romeo go through the man name.
Must JFF put this out. Can't spell the man name.
Lord fire. Yo, Romeo got rid of man name Fresh God. Come on, say no all of them something, man. And me know them too, but me just want to make sure. Romeo got rid of me, I call the man, yeah, man. I know say that the man name. Alright, Harding, that's nobody. Okay, next page, let me see. Omari Hutchinson makes 10. Daniel Johnson, 11. Kevin Lambert, 12.
Jamal
Lowe would be a wide player. Well, actually, I'm going to leave Jamal Lowe because if I'm picking him, I think he might be playing striker. So I'm going to leave Jamal Lowe. Even though he's listed as a midfielder here, I'm not going to list him as such. Tyreek McGee. Kyle Mings a defender, so I'm not putting him. Casey Palmer, 14. Kaheem Paris, 15. Demario Phillips, 16.
You really are counting?
Yeah, man. As a midfielder, I know. Bobby Reed, 17. Oh, this is about 17. Dejan Richards, I leave him as a forward too.
Yeah.
What
do you have Roof as a midfielder?
I don't know. I'm leaving him as a forward. John Russell, 18. Delano Splat, 19.
Splat. So like when a man go drop on the driveway.
Ronaldo Webster and Devon Speedy Williams. All right, so that's 21 midfielders were listed on here as far as what I consider a midfielder. And I'm going to break that down to 7. So what I want to do first is, obviously we're going to have, the way Hallgrímsson plays, it's like a 4-4-1-1/4-4-2 type of thing, right? So he has 2 central midfielders, 2 wide midfielders, a striker, and typically either 2 strikers or a striker and 1 just in behind, right? So I want to try to say, let's try to pick the more central midfielders, and we're probably going to need 3 of those, right? So, of this list of players, the candidates would be Keroy Anderson, John Russell, Kevin Lambert. I guess Casey Palmer has played there for us before. Don't know if it's his best role, but he's played there.
No.
And Daniel Johnson. Right? Those are the 5. And then we have if you want to add in everyone who was there, I think of all the players that went to Trinidad recently, if we're gonna put anyone in the team from that list, I thought Guthrie did a good job. I know Phillips has been the one who's been taken, but you know, I don't really think that he should make this squad personally. If the goal is to have one Jamaican local JPL player in every squad, I would just love for them to pick, for one, the best one now that's on form, and for two, the one that we need in the team the most. And I think of any position in our team where we might need something, it's that central midfielder role. Is Guthrie the answer? I don't know, but I can tell you that I don't think Demario Phillips is either. But I think this is the part of the team that we probably are going to struggle the most with to come to a consensus, because I don't think that it's the strongest area for us, especially when we're talking about the central midfielders that are required to defend and at times attack. What are your thoughts about this area of the park as far as these names are concerned?
We're looking to find three guys who are sort of shielding the defense, basically. Right?
Yeah, yeah, that would.
Lambert
Uh-huh.
is one.
Uh-huh.
Lambert is one for sure. Um, why Pickings them slimming up, brother. Do we go back for Speedy Williams? I don't know.
I don't. I think the only thing that would have helped Speedy out right now is if he was in season. The fact that USL and MLS is just now getting started, I don't see how he kind of warrants to get back in the team.
Yeah,
We just
yeah.
haven't seen him. We don't know what kind of form he's in at all. So
Myself.
it's tough.
Look,
It's
I
tough.
like okay, so look, I like Lambert in that
Okay.
role. I like
Okay.
Russell. I like Russell in that role.
Okay.
And and if you are saying that DJ is that in that role, then he would be the third. So Daniel Johnson, Kevin Lambert, and Jonathan Russell for me.
Okay. Fair. I think when I dig deep into the form book, there's a player that I think can play this role. Maybe a little more attacking minded, and maybe some would say to put this much on his shoulders in such a big game might be too much. But I think
Paris.
the most informed player right now is Keroy Anderson in this position. He's in League One playing at Charlton, and I think his last 5 games, I know he scored 2 in his last 2 games, and also has an assist in that time and has been starting every game. So on form, DJ is out of favor with the coach and actually struggling with some minor niggles. Jonathan Russell just basically getting spot duty off the bench. So when you base it off of form, it's really tough not to make Keroy Anderson one of those 3. So I'm not gonna beat you for those 3, but I have to find a way to put Anderson in that mix. So I'd probably say in this role I'd go for Lambert, Keroy Anderson, and Daniel Johnson. Those are the 3 I would go for. I for whatever reason,
We're not fighting.
Yeah, and again, this is partly me, and this is partly what I think the coach might go with. But for those 3, that's what I'll say for now. So I'm gonna write yours as well. You had Russell.
I had Russell for Anderson.
Right, and I had Anderson, and we both had DJ, and we both had Lambert. Right. So okay, so as I said, people, we just broke it down into that slot in the middle, and those are the 3 that we thought would occupy that slot. Now, what we want to do now is basically pick the wide positions. These players probably will be able to play wide and also operate just behind the striker for when we kind of go to that more 4-4-1-1 look that he sometimes goes to get a little more position in the midfield. So off the rip, everybody's gonna know, Damari Gray, even though he's suspended, is going to be in the 23, right? So I'll go ahead and put him on both of our lists because I'm sure we're both going to think he'll be there.
So Jason Gooner, hold on now. Because you and I were talking about this the other day, right? Both Hutchinson and Damari Gray are suspended for the first of these two games, right?
Both Nicholson.
Sorry, Nicholson. Did I say Hutchinson? I meant Nicholson. So, are we going to name that? I mean, we were trying to find out whether they would allow you to name 25 so that you could have 23 for the first game and then drop out the two and bring in Nicholson and Gray for the second game. Were you able to find out whether that is the case or not? Because if it's not, if they don't allow that, then what you are doing is carrying a 21-man squad into the first game, basically.
Yeah. So basically, we'll be going into the first game with 18 outfield players.
Right.
And 10 of which will start, and you'll still have the upper, you can make 5 subs, 6 if it goes to extra time. So I mean, we'll have enough players. It's not ideal, but it's what happens in tournament football, because if you play a game in the group stage and 2 man get red card in the first game, it's the same thing. So
we know for certain then that there's no allowance, because
you can't.
You have to just name your 23. You have to name them 2 man in the 23.
I know, say
2 man short in the first game.
Correct. I know on that first day on the match card, them just going to list it as suspended. Simple.
All right.
So that being said, D Gray on both of our lists, Leon Bailey on both of our lists, right?
Yeah. People are saying that Hutchinson is a must play.
I'm not sure what people are saying, but for me, when I look through this list of players, I don't see how Omari Hutchinson doesn't make the cut. I don't see how he doesn't make the cut. But I'm not gonna go to Omari yet. Let's go to someone else who is definitely a lock, Bobby Reed.
Yes. So we have 3 of the 4.
3 of the 4 already on the paper.
You call Casey Palmer name it?
I have not called Casey Palmer your name yet.
He's in excellent form for Coventry.
He's also in excellent form. So it's kind of like a situation where, is it going to be Casey Palmer or Omari Hutchinson?
Well,
or does the coach, knowing that Casey Palmer has played under this coach in the middle of the midfield, does Lambert get sacrificed to get another attacking midfielder / wing midfielder in the team?
Not for me. I think Lambert is very important to this squad. Energy, effort. Yeah.
Fresh God basing it off of, when last in play. I think his last game was in the MLS playoffs when he came out off the bench.
Still love him energy. I still love him ball winning skill. I still love him break up attacks. Me have to play for me.
Travis said Lati, Lambert, Bobby, DJ. But you put DJ 2 times. Who you didn't mean to put for the second DJ? Let me look on that one, yeah.
Must it be
Anderson Lati, DJ. Which DJ that? Bounty, Anderson Lati, DJ, Bobby, Hutchinson, Cephas, Gray.
Cephas.
Okay. So no Casey and Cephas in there.
Wow.
Palmer for DJ for me. DJ not getting no game time at Stoke. Okay, yeah, that's true. Stoke really dashed him well lately. So you just said, so put Palmer where you have DJ.
Yeah, but that the Stoke coach dash with DJ, but Grimmon dash with DJ.
That is true too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Barely come on and barely play. Yeah, me now say the man play a bunch of game in the MLS. Can barely get game. That's why I'm going to championship now and load. Okay, yeah, Travis, me figure it out. Drop DJ out and put Palmer. Boy, rough, you know. All right, so here what now. I think to finish out this midfield, daddy, we might have to see what kind of forwards we pick. Because remember, we have these forwards that are kind of hybrid style. So based on what we do there, we can see what we
We
do with
might,
the last pick. But
we might have to move. We might have to move Leon up to the forward.
maybe. Yeah, because in Grimo's system, him kind of play him as a striker sometimes. So
I
right.
think that,
So you know what?
yeah,
For the
yeah,
purpose of the exercise, I'll agree with you, Daddy. I'm gonna move Leon Bailey into the forwards,
right.
right? And that
So this
frees up a slot
for Casey
for
Palmer.
Casey Palmer, right? Who I think we both think should be there. And I'm gonna still leave that last midfielder slot open. Okay, I'm not gonna put the final nail there yet. But so far we have the same 6 midfielders, and we have one forward, Leon Bailey. Can we both just agree on Antonio that he's well? Okay, let's put Bowser down at the bottom because we know he'll be in the squad. So we have Bowser.
Put Bailey up. Put Bailey up there now. You probably put Bailey. Put Bailey as a forward.
Yeah, man. Bailey's in the forward list, so we have 2 forwards. So that leaves space for 3 more. Mikel Antonio is recently back. Boza is suspended.
He will be one. Antonio
I
will
mean,
definitely be one.
Antonio is a lock, right? I mean, if he's playing football, he's coming. And he's been playing football lately. All right. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Mikel Antonio cannot play 90 minutes. I mean, that's a given, right? So I think there's gonna be a need for. I mean, I don't know if there's another person that's a like for like, but we
And
need another striker.
in terms of
Huh?
a like for like for Antonio.
They said that person being built in a lab right now.
Well, if you're talking about size and presence and so on, maybe a man might say, "Boy, Corey Burke." But if you're talking about ability, then it's cheese to chalk. But
Yeah,
again,
I think Corey.
Burke is a man that the coach seemed to like him.
Yeah, I think Corey had a good run of games with the team until he got injured, and I'm just not certain that
I'm
he's
not
all the
really
way back yet.
I'm not really playing now anyway.
Yeah, he's not all the way back yet. I think he didn't quite make it in time to like be playing for the Red Bulls just yet. I mean, he's close, but I don't think he's quite back. Yeah, he hasn't played in a long time. Yeah. What
All
about
right.
Andy
So
Cole's son?
no, you leave out a man where most of the rest you forget about Whisper.
Oh, well, him though most dead for me still, you know. I know we have had these conversations before. I don't think Whisper must dead. I don't think Whisper is
Well,
I don't think that Whisper is gonna come on the pitch and like create any massive impact in the game. I don't, and I think I need somebody that's like I know will do something, and I
all right.
don't know that he'll do anything.
Yeah, so I kind of understand what you say, and yeah, we kind of agree to a certain
No,
extent.
but look, I'm
But
gonna
when it
put the
comes to
two
them thing,
lists.
brother, when it comes to them thing, sometimes, and don't forget to me at this thing long time. So
Absolutely.
even if a man say, boy, no, nobody going to influence me, and that will pressure there upon him for put Whisper in the squad,
All right,
Pressure there.
so Daddy, I'm gonna put Whisper in your squad,
Mm-hmm.
but I am not. I will take the backlash from all the man them who want to fling stone after me. But
When
Whisper,
when them start thing does make me nose in.
yeah, man, them not fling after you. Cause you put him in your team.
Yeah, but
But me not put him in the team.
yeah, but the man might have lean.
True, true. Yeah, but me not put him in my team. No way. I shouldn't say no way, but he doesn't make the team for me. I think that I think I'm gonna have to go for Devante Cole. I think there's something to the fact that the last time we had a camp, he was training actually with the team. I think Hallgrímsson always, had thoughts of him being around it, and I believe that even though he's had a slight dip in form lately, his form for the season would have to be enough for him to be there for me. So I think Devante Cole gets into the team for
Really?
me.
Is Andy Cole boy, right?
Yeah, that's Andy Cole's son.
Well, one thing we know for certain is that him definitely have balls in him genes.
Facts. No, somebody did ask a question. I'm gonna let you. Yeah, man. Travis is a brother. They in the football for long too, so him definitely understand what I say.
About the pressure for put whisper in his court.
Mm-hmm.
True, man.
Yeah, man. People don't like to admit it, but that pressure is a part of the reason why we saw him on the team in the first place. So,
What kind of season is he having, Devante Cole?
um,
Apologies for not really.
Devante Cole, as I say, he's lately he hasn't scored as much as he had been, but Devante Cole, I'll give you the raw data. Give me 1 second.
70. Okay, I see it here. 17 goals in 35 matches
Mm-hmm.
for the 2023-24 season. That's
Yeah, 17 goals, 3 assists in 35. Start every game.
That's a damn good return still.
Yeah, man, and like I said, that's from 1, 2, 3, 4. So he hasn't scored in his last 6, and has 17 for the season. So
what's significant? Sorry,
yeah, consistent. It's League One. It's League One. So it's just below. But I know up to a few weeks ago he was leading the league in scoring. That might have changed now, but
yeah. So is there any significance
he's second.
In the fact that when they were in the championship, he only scored 1 goal in 24 games?
No, well, if you look at his seasons, this is really his best season of his career.
Okay.
I mean, by far. So
is it because he has found his level in League One? I wonder.
It could also be it took him a while. It took him a while to get used to the name on the back of his shirt. Maybe at this stage of his career, he's not, it's just like, okay, the pressure is gone. Nobody ain't really checking for me. I don't have to be the next great anything. And he's just free to play his football. Sometimes, or it could just be a late bloomer. You never know. Because I think he's about 27, 28 now. So
he's 28. But fair enough. I mean, as I said, sometimes man does take long for blossom. And irrespective of where you're playing, you're still playing against professionals. So 17, a goal every 2 games is nothing to sneeze at. So yeah.
Yeah. So you currently know that you have. Wait, before I do that, Phil B had this question. I guess he's directing it at you because he's probably heard my take on these 2 players. So he wants to hear your opinion on Whisper and Dixon because we have to always pit our players against each other for some reason. But
yeah, well, I will. What I will say is this: Whisper, when he had his season that he had for KC, looked to be a man playing against boys, right? He definitely has great size. He definitely has good speed, but certainly relative to the other schoolboys he was playing against. In fact, he reminded me when I watched him playing for KC he reminded me a lot of Anandi Lowe. But I have to say that I watched quite a bit of Kaheem Dixon this year, and I believe that Kaheem Dixon is a better footballer right now than Whisper Richards. I think Whisper's image in many respects has been largely created by his agent, right? And I think that if Kaheem Dixon were to get the same opportunity, I believe Kaheem Dixon would progress a lot faster than Whisper, because I believe that he understands the game better, and the use of space, and playing without the ball and so on. I think Whisper is very one-dimensional. Speed, force. Kaheem Dixon, for me, is a better footballer.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with that assessment. I think maybe when you look at just like raw, maybe like highlight ability, I guess you'd call it. Whisper is more eye catching, with the way he plays. But I do think that Kaheem Dixon has more in his toolbox to kind of make plays on the football field, better combining with teammates, understand space a lot better. The work rate is, chalk to cheese between the two of them. And while I do think that technically the level might be a bit much for him, I would have more faith in Dixon coming into a game like this and actually doing something on the pitch.
And so let me be very clear. I say Whisper will be in the team for for the reason I gave,
Mm-hmm.
because of pressure, expectation, etc. Right? But if I were the coach and could pick my team, I would. I have Dixon ahead of him as someone who could impact a game, because
Fair enough.
they're both well. Dixon is older than
Yeah,
he's
he's like a year
29 I think
older.
the other day.
Yeah, he's like a year
He's
year and a
19.
month older. Yeah, or 11 months older or something like that. Yeah, he's 19 already.
Dixon is 19. Born October 2004. Whisper born. Remember.
Fresh God said the pressure not there now though.
Born. You don't think the pressure is there now?
So him say
Well, make we
cold
see.
farm fall
Make we
way
see.
off. Yeah, it's been 6 games in a row. Fresh him don't score. But weekend I come soon and hopefully him score one back. But yeah, I do think he's the closest profile to Antonio. Not as big, but play similar style.
Talking about Whisper.
No, I'm talking about Cole
Oh, cool. Okay,
in
okay,
terms of the
okay.
profile being the closest.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
so so look, my last player is probably gonna be a name that maybe all Jamaican fans that watch them aren't familiar with yet. But I have been scouting him, and I was a little worried because he was out injured a few weeks back, but he's back. Not quite getting the starting role yet, but I think they're easing him back in. But I think it's time to go ahead and cap him. Sheffield Wednesday forward in the championship, Bailey Cadamarteri, 18 years old. That would be my fourth forward to add on to the
And
suspended Shamar Nicholson.
yet the JFF have him listed as a defender on this list.
Yeah, that was the first thing that I noticed as well. Hopefully, if he does get picked in the 23, they don't put him as a defender. I don't think they would, but you never know. You never know with the JFF sometimes. Just put out the squad, brother. It needs to go out. Yes, Biro Golen. I wanted to not click on your thing before you stole my thunder, but I did see your comment and I agree. I think that he will be in the squad. I think he'll be the one because the coach has been picking, a very young player in the team every time. Of course, Anderson is in the midfield already, but I mean a new young player every time. And I think this go around, Bailey Cadamarteri will be that new player. It's official, people. On transfer market, his flag has changed. It doesn't even say England anymore.
Cadamarteri.
Yeah. Or one of them, maybe Soccer Sofa or transfer market. I can't remember which one. Let me stop sharing this. Yeah, so You only had the 4 forwards, though, you know. You had Bailey, Antonio, Whisper, and Nicholson. So you need one more. And we still have one more midfielder to pick. Get down
No
to
room for no love for Kemar Roof.
Kemar Roof is a player that I like, you know. And he's back. He's back playing for Rangers, you know, not able to start any games, but getting minutes regularly again. Boy, for me it was between Roof and Cole. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I just thought that the profile that we really need is a striker, like a striker, not necessarily another central forward. So that's why I was thinking Cole over Roof, or even Jamal Lowe. Now Jamal Lowe, I love Jamal Lowe. I've always thought highly of him, but I just feel like there's something below the surface that maybe the public don't know about going on with him, because I have no explanation for him not being all the squads that we've had ever since. So I don't think anything has changed on that front. So even though I would pick him if I was the coach, for the purpose of this exercise, I don't think he'll be in the 23.
So we're still looking for one more forward. We have 4.
I have 5. I have Bailey, Mikel Antonio, Devante Cole, Bailey Cadamarteri, and Shamar Nicholson. Yeah.
Okay.
And you currently have 4. You have Boza, Whisper, Antonio, and Chippy and Bailey.
Okay, so you have Cadamartieri basically. No.
Yeah, basically you don't have Cole or Cadamartieri right now.
Right.
Which is fine. You can put whoever you want.
Yeah, well listen. Only Whisper is there. That's only because I believe that we forced into the squad. Again, I like guys who score. I know form is temporary and class is permanent. I mean, look, Devante Cole up 17 goals in 35 games. I don't have anybody else in our squad. Not to say that he's playing in League 2. Don't have anybody else in our squad have that scoring record of any of the players up front for us. So I wouldn't be upset with taking him as my 5th forward for sure.
All right, cool.
So the only difference between me and you is that I have Whisper and you have Cadamartieri.
Yeah, we both went for an 18-year-old. I went with the one that's playing more senior football. That's all. But hey, there's always a story behind the story with the JFF and the picking of the team. So I totally understand how he ended up in year 23. So the last thing really left to close out this thing is picking the final midfielder, because we did leave that slot open based on what we did with the forwards.
We're moving Bailey up front.
Yeah. So I mean, based on the balance of what we have so far, we basically have one suspended player in Gray, right? We have 3 more central style midfielders, and we have 2 wingers or wing midfielders that can play attacking midfield as well in Bobby Reed and Casey Palmer. So we really and truly we need another wide attacking
midfielder because Gray not playing in the first game.
Correct.
Right. So why?
So based on that, I mean, players that we haven't chosen that I've seen come up in the chat a lot, right? We just give the chat some love. Ronaldo Cephas is one I've seen a lot, right?
Yeah.
Does Kaheem Dixon warrant a spot? Who else would I say is on this fringe? Omari Hutchinson, is Omari Hutchinson who we want to go with there?
He's not there already?
No, we did not put Omari Hutchinson yet. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's a tough one because if we're gonna like remember my exercise is part my brain, part what I've seen Hallgrímsson doing, and Cephas is a player that I think most Jamaican fans have been wanting in squads, and he doesn't necessarily always get in. So I don't know if we're talking about continuity, if he can count as one of those guys. Yes, he's been around the team, but I'd say he's worked with Hutchinson just about as much as he's worked with Cephas for one window, ever. So I don't know if any of them have the advantage in that regard.
And he just might give it. Him just might give Dixon the nod, brother.
Yeah, well, if you look at his
and you
squads,
just call him an attacking player then. And
if you look at his squads, he tends to always have one JPL player in them, and neither of us have a JPL player in any of these squads. So based on that, I think that Kaheem Dixon will be on the plane to go. Now, people, this is my predicted 23 for Coach Hallgrímsson to pick. So don't beat me. Kaheem Dixon makes it because I think he always has one local player in the squad. He's done it every time so far. Demario Phillips has been the guy. I don't think it will be him this time. I don't think so. So I think Kaheem Dixon, based on how the team look like it's going to set up, is going to be there. Is going to be there. Omari Hutchinson misses out on my squad just because I think that Hallgrímsson is going to stick to the ones that he's been using, and it's going to come down to one last slot, and I think he's going to find a slot to put Dixon in because all he's seen Dixon do is play well, in front of him at least. Played some games in Jamaica, scored there, scored in Trinidad. So yeah, I think Kaheem Dixon is the local player for this squad this time around.
So run through the thing now.
All right. So what I have as what I think Hallgrímsson will go for: goalkeepers Andre Blake, Jamali Waite, Kanaya Boyce Clark. Defenders Deshaun Bernard, Javane Brown, Michael Hector, Joel Latibodier, Greg Lee, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, and Wes Harding. So that's 8 defenders. Midfielders, I think he's going to go with Jonathan Russell. No, sorry. K-Roy Anderson, Daniel Johnson. I'm going to make a change here. I had that I think he's going to go with Lambert, but I'm going to switch that to Jonathan Russell. So I'm going to say K-Roy Anderson, Daniel Johnson, Jonathan Russell, Damari Gray, Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, and Kaheem Dixon. And then the forwards will be Leon Bailey, Mikel Antonio, Devontae Cole, Bailey Cadamartieri, and Shamar Nicholson. So that is the 23 that I think Hallgrímsson will go with. Now for the record, my dad also had a 23 that was just kind of what he thinks or what he would do. He basically had the goalkeepers and the defenders exactly the same as what I just named. But his midfield had a little difference in it. He went with Russell, DJ, Lambert, Damari Gray, Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, and you didn't actually say your last midfielder, you know. Did you agree with the Dixon one?
Yes.
Okay, so Dixon as well. So really the only change was Anderson out, Russell in for that. And then on the forward line was also a little different. There was no Bailey Cadamartieri, and instead he inserted Whisper into the 23. So
my front line is Antonio, Cole, Bailey, Nicholson, and Richards.
correct. Martin, all right, may I go through some comment real quick? Bailey C have a good chance to make this team based on his form and the level he's playing at. I agree, Martin. Goontown FC, pronounced Kade Marteri. I remember his dad playing for Everton. Powerful striker, low center of gravity. Yeah, Danny Kadamateri. Bailey Kadamateri, I must admit I don't know much about him. Yeah, fresh. I mean, him just kind of break through this season, and it's been a few months now I've been hearing his name and saw some rumblings, and once I see the Jamaica flag on transfer market, I begin scouting. So I've been watching him. Travis Peso at Biro Golden. None of the three won't make it. All right, let me see who we was talking about.
Oh,
Dixon, Whisper. Okay, so none of the three for Travis. Travis said Grimmy not gonna do those things. I saw a comment here that I wanted to bring up from one of the founders of this YouTube space and Jamaica football. So I want to highlight and big him up for being here. Where did it go? There it is. So Simon heard me mention transfer market and the flags, and he said, just a gentle reminder, the flag indicates that transfer market is aware of someone's heritage, not that they are naturalized. Well, Simon, I appreciate that. As always, the measured approach, because I know your acronym of accuracy, reliability, and accountability, I believe is how it goes. And if I messed it up, you can help me.
So what is Simon saying? That Bailey Kadamateri is they're recognizing his heritage, but not that he's naturalized.
Yeah.
So how is he in the squad, provisional squad then? If he's not,
I would assume that the JFF would not include names in the provisional list that did not have
that
their
weren't eligible
in hand.
Right.
But
Right.
this comment would lead me to believe that maybe they do so knowing that or hoping that the people get their documents in hand. I guess.
Them can't still do them thing there.
Well,
otherwise they would have put Greenwood name in the provisional squad too, not true.
Why not? Anybody who they have heard, they would have put them all in there, I would think.
No man, Kadamateri must have in papers.
Yeah, I think he does. I've seen
but Simon can confirm it still, I would think.
Well, he tends not to do so in these forums, which I understand because it's just it's not his style to do so. So I wouldn't expect him to. But I understand him saying, "Don't let the transfer market thing take it to mean that it's definitely." I understand.
Come on, Simon, give us a scoop for old time's sake.
You know what I mean? Just because I'm new here, man. Give me a breaking thing, draining with a breaking.
Yeah, you forget me know Simon from 98 or
remember Daddy do the first contest and put it on TV, Simon. Remember that?
What you mean, Simon?
Roof can't cut a break with injury. Don't be surprised if he's out again very soon. I rated him highly, but injuries, man. Yeah, he's a good player, man. Just can't make out a glass.
It's a bad thing for a roof to make out a.
Rotted. Jason Gooner, Bailey J-Lo, Antonio Cole, Nicholson. Boy, Travis would have loved that. Honestly, that would be, if I am the coach, that's my players right there on the screen that I would pick. I think that's the best we could do right now. Even though J-Lo just coming back, I just think he's quality. Like Anthony Stewart at Aberdeen has the Jamaica flag beside him on transfer market, but doesn't have a Jamaican passport. Okay, Simon.
Well, Simon, let's ask let me ask a direct question. Why is
Does
Bailey Calamateri on the provisional squad list if he doesn't have a passport? I mean, you don't have to say he has one, but it's fairly, it should be obvious that he's on his name on a provisional 60-man squad list.
yeah,
Otherwise,
it's a
they've
bit weird.
wasted a name.
Are you leaving out Amari? Me personally, if I'm the coach, I'm not. But remember, this exercise for me was trying to predict what Hallgrímsson is gonna do, and just based on the names that I think he's gonna go with, I do think that Amari is gonna miss out. It's sad, but I just feel like he's gonna go with some more size and mobility in some of these midfield picks. And I think it comes down to if you think he's going to have a local player in the team. Now I have heard people in the chat suggest that maybe the local player might be a defender, which would then open up another midfield slot and potentially he could make it. But I don't think so. I think the defenders that he's been picking for the most part are fit, with the exception of Amari Bell.
I'm not sure that Hallgrímsson have too much faith in Jamaican defenders. I don't think that the local player will be a defender at all.
Yeah, so you think he would more get an attacking midfielder type of, yeah.
As you say, he always does. It will not. It will defender.
So it won't be like Richard King or
no.
Yeah. I wouldn't put them either, to be honest. Fox Jason Gooner TV, apart from the Gold Cup squad, the coach said he opted out. Yeah, he wanted to sort out himself for his move. Didn't know what was gonna happen with Chelsea, and people have him up for that from that, but too much chattings. People need to leave him alone. What's up with Gray? Damari Gray suspended for the first game, Sean. Red card the last game. 2 yellows. Yeah. No, not Andre. I believe him talking about Damari. Yeah. Yeah, Hutchinson. And Nicholson is out as well, yes. It's rough. Bro. Travis, I hope so. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. I would pick him in mine.
So,
yeah, I think the device is
losing your picture and having a challenge as well. So bless up to all in the live. I will do this every so often as long as Jason Gooner allow me to stay on, So bless up to everyone.
All right, respect that. Bless. Yeah, people. So that was the great Michael Hall, the man, the myth, the legend. The main reason why I'm such a fanatic of all things sports and football, Greg Morgan, Hutchinson will be in the 23 again. I hope so. Why fly out Boys Clark when you have Knight playing in the US? Well, that's true, Sean. We have to start think budget smart, But it's Nations League finals, man. Give the coach what he wants. Hope someone asked the coach about Amari in the first press conference so it can free up my mind. Yeah, Martin, I have been lucky enough to be in a few press conferences in the past and definitely want to do so when the Nations League rolls around again. So if I get the chance, I will definitely try to ask a question about that for you, my friend. For real, bro. So people still are forwarding. Pagan, bless up. Mr. United, bless up, bro. Mr. United, say Me did I give out wrench the other day, and true, me never see in the live chat. But tonight, as this finish, wrench is headed your way, bro. I think I can do it from here, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, no, me not know if I do it from where I am now. Oh, I know next way though. Now me do it after, yeah, man. Next thing we'll mash up something. No worry, people. Oh, I think they told you. Yeah, they told you. That's my dad, Mr. United. Yeah, that's my father, Michael Hall. Yeah. Big sportsman in Jamaica. Sports administration and all those good things. Yo! Big up, my friend. People, JD just awake over so across the waters, you know. Jason Gooner TV. You and all the bloggers are friends now. You will see who is who when you reach 1,000 and start getting super chats. Some breed of bad man. Well, Mr. United, we consider them days the stress-free days, you know. And we just learn the thing and learn the craft and learn how to go through the stream and talk to people, and you know. Yeah, man, people. Just getting started. People, everybody gotta remember these times when the channel is just simple and nice and no war, you know, no war. No war. Yeah, man, everybody bless up. We Max It Football in the building. What Travis say? Everybody I laugh after Travis. What Travis say? No war in the chat, the show run well. So, lad, as JD reach, on bring up war. JD always say, I'm me the war goat, you know, and the war manga, you know. But it don't look like me. Are you them say the war boat, you know, JD? When I mentioned opting out of the Gold Cup, I meant Jams Low. Okay. Cool. Yeah, well, look, I have tried many times to get that full story and the full 100, and I've heard actually a few different things. So at this point, it is what it is. You know that saying, it is what it is? That is literally Jamal Low's situation with the Reggae Boyz. It is what it is. Just, you can't fight every battle. So I'm just leave that one there. So one more bad man WhatsApp group for the MC. Not yet, Jason, not yet. Him say it's a threshold we have to reach, you know. I'm gonna reach this yet. But once the 1K hit and the super chats, him say at them time the WhatsApp group them start farm, you know. So I go on full joy this time when little old me and my 2 subscriber them and my 2 like them, you know. When life is simple. But brother, it's only upwards and onwards and upwards from here, you know. So I have to prepare myself for it. Yeah, man, people them are dead with laugh. Travis, who you cuss? You cuss Curtain Boss? I know, Curtain Boss say. Curtain Boss I talk about the U20 keeper. The U20 keeper good. So hold on, is me miss the war with JD? I never see that comment there. Boy, people, you know the first thing I gotta do? Let's get a new device. Cause this thing is a struggle. I'm gonna close down all them somewhere. Yep. To them they look people. I'm a new machine them. I'm gonna go buy. Yo, me I pray same today. JD, who you talk to? Yeah, so. Who not accurate? Yo, one drift. Bless up. Zine, bless up for the subscription. You didn't have to do that. Very thankful for that, sir. Or mom. Not sure. Well, I don't know where this war start from, but JD a war with somebody. The players were listed because documents were sorted or been sorted. Okay. Yeah, my father kind of took it the same way. He was wondering like what was the comment really saying. Yeah, okay, me figure it out now. Yeah, I mean, the timing. I'm glad I knew he was here because he didn't say anything prior to that. And respect for the view, and hopefully he liked the video and thing. But yeah, the way my dad took it was kind of similar to JD. Like, what are you saying here? What does this mean? So this mean that him have it or him don't have it or what? So totally understand the comment. No. Yeah. No, it's not a fight thing. I mean, my father said similar. My father said similar when he made the comment. So, and my father actually asked him some questions, and I haven't seen him. Yeah, I have not seen him. I've not seen him answer the question. So maybe I'm gone. Maybe when he watch it back, him will comment or let me know. He has my info and I have his, so I can find out. Yeah, bro. So last couple minutes of the live, people, we went through the squad. Again, this was just an exercise to see. I wanted my dad's thoughts on who he would have picked, and I also wanted to let the people know what I think Hallgrímsson will do. Typically, when I do things like this, I always say this is not the coach's list, this is my list. But for this one, I wanted to switch it up and just try to, Travis always say, "You're not the coach. You're not the coach. Where I pick the team for?" Well, tonight, me the coach, Travis. May I try to be the coach because it's Hallgrímsson's list that I just try to pick and create from what I think he might do. I might be wrong. We'll see. This is documented. We'll see how many of these actually got right. We'll see how many my father got right on his. And I'm sure as the days go by, we'll dive back into this a few more times, whether on my platform, on JD's platform, wherever I might be. So yeah, big up people. Just gonna let the stream run out a little longer, but just let me know if you have any questions. You can drop them in the comment section now. I want you to know, people, that I gave my daughter, one of my daughters, a task to make me a logo for the channel. And she showed me what she made today, and I went ahead and put it on the channel. So when you see my new logo pop up, let me know what you think. It is the handiwork of my daughter. Very, very talented young lady. She also is a content creator herself. She does skincare videos, and she's very, very talented, way better than I am. So she's on TikTok, and I need to get her info. I'm going to share it in here one of these days, and you guys give her a strength. As I said, she's very, very talented, super, super articulate, like the 200.0 version of what you're hearing right now. So trust me, she's really, really talented, guys. And I'm not just saying that. Yeah, Travis, me know. I don't really know how I'd be able to do that, because I would need to. All right, actually, I do know how I could do that. Let me see. No. All right, Travis, we're not gonna do that. So here what we're gonna do. Let's read it off for you again. So this again, people, this is what I think Heimir Hallgrímsson will pick for his 23. So goalkeepers, Andre Blake, Jamali Waite, Kanaya Boys Clark. Defenders, Deshaun Bernard, Michael Hector, Joel Latibodier, Greg Lee, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, Wes Harding, and Javane Brown. Midfielders, Keroy Anderson, Daniel Johnson, John Russell, Damari Gray, Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, and Kaim Dixon. Forwards, Leon Bailey, Michael Antonio, Devante Cole, Bailey Cadamartier, and Shamar Nicholson. So, people, that is what I think the coach is going to do for this 23-man squad. As I said earlier in the video, there are names on there that I kind of wish won't be, but I'll leave that for another day. I think Omari Hutchinson will feel hard done by to not make it, but I just have a funny feeling like he will not be in the 23-man squad. I could be wrong, people. I could be talking foolishness, but that's what I believe he's going to try to do with his 23-man squad. Anxiously awaiting it. It should be out, what is it, the 6th? I say probably in about a week or maybe less than that, 4 or 5 days. Should be out 3 to 4 or 5 days, something like that. All right, let's read some comments before I head out of here. I'm just tired of this acting like information comes from one place. Give respect anyone that does work hard in this space. People that's come from food. Yes. Exactly. Anybody can do their research. That is very, very true. So anyone could be accurate. You don't need to work for the JFF. That's all I'm saying. Respect. Yes, that is very true. Information can be sourced in a lot of ways. As long as you're putting in the work, you deserve the respect. I will always give my strength when I can. Bless up, bro. Yo, fresh. Respect, bro. Respect, bro. You are probably the hardest working YouTube commenter. You and Travis Peso. And, well, actually, there's a lot of you know, Martin, Travis, Fresh God, Mr. United, Tennessee. Yeah, you pretty much see them everywhere. Talk truth. We max it. We live in a technological time, so information can be found. Yeah, man, fresh. Respect. Yeah, Mr. United. If you study all Hallgrímsson's teams, he always has one JPL player in it. And I believe that Dixon is going to be the one this time. I think Omari will be in once available, but let's see. Yeah, and I hope if it does happen that Omari is not in the team, I really and truly hope that the coach definitively states that it's not for any reason other than merit, because I think the people need to hear that from him. All right, Travis, respect for this. Respect for this. So Travis went ahead and dropped his 23, so I'm going to give him the respect and read it out. All right, so Blake, Waite, Boys Clark, Lowe, Harding, Hector, Bernard, Dexter, Lee, Brown, Bell. So I think we have exactly the same thing so far. All right, midfield, Damari Gray, Anderson, Palmer, Latti, Bobby, Omari, and Cephas. So Cephas and Omari different from mine. Bailey, Bowser, Antonio, Cole, and J. Lowe. Now, Travis, I'm going to be honest with you. You see this squad right here? This is probably, I think, almost to a man, this is exactly what I would pick. I'm trying to see which one. Yeah, boy, Travis, I'm gonna leave that right there now because I think that is literally what I would pick if I was a coach. El Granjero, if I didn't, he's supposed to be. If I didn't say Bobby Reed, it was a mistake. He's in my list. Jason Gooner, I the love of football. Yeah, man, Martin, I the love of football, brother. Some people say, on every, some would say on every single show, a daytime love football as much as some. But It's all a part of it to me. Even the backroom stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, Float. Thank you for saying this, because me see people write it the second way you have it, and I would think in the circles where we are in, the second spelling wouldn't be good. But so Travis, I think you should take his advice. Okay, fresh respect, because I figured I did say it, because it's on there. Michael Hall, from you kick a straight ball in Jamaica, everybody think you're the next Messi. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Travis. Me read it, man. Very good 23, I must say. Me and you have some cussing every now and again, but this 23 look proper, Travis. Look like you listen me, man. Mr. United, I believe he will eventually be a better player than Richards, but only time will tell. Okay. Yeah, man, Travis, the squad up, bro. The squad up. The squad look very good. You can't tell you no lie. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. United, I keep telling him, man. We can't let the pressure make team get pick a certain way. Because at the end of the day, the opponent not got business about none of them pressure. Them just go beat with. Who are for your baller, Travis? Oh, name him I tell you for change up. Travis, great minds, great minds. Yeah, man, I true that them say still. Oh, so it's not the Whisper one, it's the Dixon one. Okay. Yeah, Martin, not so far behind, bro. Soon log out as well. Let's see if the people them have any other thing what them want to ask me before I log off. Few more minutes and I will be closing off. So yeah, people, if you are just now seeing this, if you're watching this on the watch back, make sure to leave your comments below so we can continue the conversation. In the live chat, it might be a little tough to drop your 23 like Travis, but when the video is over and thing, you can drop on the 23s in the comments and I will look through them. And if anything, just have a conversation in the comment section about all the squads and the different squads that the people think will be picked. Yeah, I think as I said before, these games coming up are huge. Maybe another good stream to do before the game. I know Daddy said, boy, we're picking the Jamaica squad today, so don't talk about the US, but I always will give the respect to the opponent. So I might do something similar for the USA. Maybe I'll probably wait until they actually pick their team to do that. Because I don't think I want to be trying to get in Berhalter's head. It was difficult enough getting into Hallgrímsson's tonight. So once they pick their 23, I will forward on and we'll go over their squad a little bit one night and just kind of talk about how informed they are and how I think Berhalter will run them out to play against us when we face them on the 21st in Jerry's World in Arlington. So yeah, it's countdown time, guys. It's the 6th of March, so that means 2 weeks and a little bit of hours away from that time when we sit down to watch Jamaica play again. Huge match, our first match ever in the Nations League semi-final. Actually looking at the TV here now, I'm seeing that USA is up on Canada. The field is waterlogged and it is 1-0 in the 77th minute. So Africans is somewhere biting his fingernails right now, hoping that Canada find a goal. But this looks like not much football is going to be played in this game from the game start because it's waterlogged if the ball is not moving. But yeah, the Gold Cup made me sad. I know a lot of Jamaican fans didn't even watch any of this Women's Gold Cup because the Reggae girls are not there. And people, this latest news about the Reggae girls, I was going to make some content about it, but brother, it's just tiresome at this point to talk about this. All this he said, she said, and how much money them never go for, and I don't even know how does some information like that even reach the public? Like, personal emails, correspondence between a federation and an organization. How does that even get leaked in the first place? Yeah. Remember, it's me forward with the conclusion that him always have a local player in the squad, at least one. And in the past, it has been the Mario Phillips. We have seen squads with more than one, like Phillips and King. I think we're in one squad. But I think for this go around, it will just be one. And I do believe that the one is going to be Kaheem Dixon. I think he's the one that's in line. Float management, I really wish I could. The timing is just not so good for the family. My daughter has some things going on the weekend before, one of them, and the other one has stuff going on the following weekend. So if I was gonna go, I would want to be able to go to both games, and I would only be able to go to one if I go. And even the day when the first game is on is really tight for me as well. So just the timing is not really looking good. I was actually tonight looking at some Copa America games because I would love to at least go to one or two of those. Or I was also thinking maybe I could fly down for the Dominican Republic World Cup qualifier. I think that might be the most realistic thing of everything coming up for me because it's just too much to go get a flight, go get a hotel, and all these things. If I go to Jamaica, at least I know I have somewhere to stay, and I can kill two birds with one stone, and make a week or two out of it, and just there Jamaica, and But yeah, so the next Jamaica game that I see, the most likely one, is gonna be June 6th when we play Dominican Republic. Just flying for that game there, because I don't really think I'll be making the trek to Texas. That's not gonna be possible. Bad timing. It's crazy. Girls in the Canada team are Jamaican. If we fix the system to accommodate, yeah, bro, it's sad. It's sad. Like, me literally know people that don't watch the Gold Cup because them vibes broke. Them can't watch it. After JFF election, some YouTubers are going in big trouble. Just watch out. Stay tuned for more info. Why? Chevy always know about them something there, Dixon can perform under pressure. Mr. United and Daddy go back and forth, especially since Boza and Gray are out for the first game. We say it's all in Vegas game, though. Boy, that would have nice, Is that what, the second game of the Gold Cup? Or is that the last game of the group stage? I mean, not the Gold Cup, the Copa America. How it go again? I know the first one is Houston. Oh, Canada find the equalizer, people. 82nd minute. A diving header in the box. Who was that? Jordan Heitema. Ever since she leave Alphonso Davies, she a ball out. Yo, good goal too. So it's 1-1, people. Africans happy. Yeah, it's all in. I gotta look about that, I gotta look about that. I feel I forgot. That means I forgot to start a next WhatsApp group again. I know JD I got ball. Jason Gooner, bro. Me and some YouTubers friends link up. We'll link up in the stadium, bro. June 6th. Yeah, Travis. If I happen to forward for the June 6th game, you're one of the people them we definitely want to meet in a person, brother. And just know say, yeah, man. Me know me can put a face to the comment them, you know. So yeah, of course, as the channel will grow, if me ever go Jamaica for that time, everybody on here will find out. So yeah, but that realistically, me da look on things tonight, and me da look on some tickets for the Copa and this and that, and I'm really check it. And the thing will make the most sense for me, I for just go for that game the June 6th. Yeah, man. And me and Daddy forward go to stadium. Yo, remember, you know, me always can, yeah, well, me know personally, all me have to tell my wife say, me I go to Vegas for football match. You know, for which part of the match I play. I'm doing my YouTube work, baby. That's all you have to know. Yeah, man, Ty cool. Me see it, man. A good goal too. Heightem, I just wanted it more. Jump over Emily Fox. I call her Megan Fox. Emily Fox, Arsenal baller too, you know. Do better. Yeah, float. Me did a pre for just do the 1 day thing, but I made a vow to myself that I'm going to have a little more fiscal responsibility, and it does not make sense, bro. So I'm gonna run down things when it make sense this year. I've done that enough. Ever since she leave Davis shower, that not sound good. What me say? Ever since she leave Davis, me say she a ball out. And that me say? Why? I don't know. What wrong with why me can't say that? That pass Grunglish laws, man. Stop going so. Yeah, man, Travis. If I forward, we're gonna link, bro. Believe me. Okay. Well, it's me never know about that group there still, but me now go to the game, so I don't need to join, to be honest. I'm definitely not go to the game, bro. I'm not do it. It's all and don't follow people. You know you don't have keys to you. I said, if I try prove to we, same can go. Yeah, second game for Copa. Austin. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I know there were two in Texas, one Houston, one Austin, but I couldn't remember when the Vegas one was, if it was the second or the third game. So respect, float. Yeah, JD. I have to figure out some, as it says, some metrics, you know? Figure out some metrics to be able to go to Vegas. We can't just say me I go gamble. No, sir. Next thing I can blame the subscriber them. The subscriber them send me for go work, baby. For go watch the game and tell them what I go on and give them some footage and them something. So, but yo, people don't know, you know. Look like this game going extra time, you know. So look like me not go my bed for now because I want to see what happening in this game. So people, respect for watching the channel, watching the show. As I said, brand new. I believe this is only the third time I've gone live on the channel. But respect for the love and support that I've been receiving. You know, all the other content creators that, you know, have gotten wind that I've started a channel have all, you know, tried to plug me in their programs, which I appreciate. Didn't ask for that. Big up every time, JD. Always showing me love on your channel as well and telling people to come and subscribe and blasting me in the Discord and all these things. Respect for that, bro. You don't have to do those things, and you do. So I totally appreciate that. And yeah, everybody that was here tonight and went through this exercise with me, respect. Yeah, United. People, I know like a lot of people when they're near, I know a lot of people say, boy, when you're in the comment section, wait till you're on the camera and this and that, and it now go. But to be honest, Mr. United, apart from the technical things that I can get better at, switching screens and upgrading what I'm using and my software and all these things, this part of it, just talking to you people, that's not hard. So I don't see that to be hard. It comes very natural to me. So I think that I'll be able to hold my own on these and not get too frustrated or flustered. Of course, as the channel grows, it will be a little more difficult to keep up with everything simultaneously, but as the channel grows, so will my expertise. So that's why I'm happy that I'm starting this thing organically. It can start and grow, and as I grow in this, my subscribers and my viewership will grow as well. So but I think all these people here tonight and the people that watched so far on my views and on my channel, those will always be the special ones to me, because before, now that I can take my time and look through the comments and they're not running away so fast, there will be a time when I'm missing comments, just not at that stage yet, but I'll always remember these names from these early streams, because it's the foundation. So respect to all of you guys for sticking with me. 2 hours and 5 minutes worth of the video. I want to thank my dad again for coming on and doing the stream with me as well, giving his thoughts. JD, a joke, I know. You know what? I want you to have your excuse. Yeah, dead with laugh. Clip him, people. He said he's not going to lose it when time comes. Never. I'm going to keep my cool, JD. I'm going to keep my cool. I'm going to try my best to. But yo, people, on the real, I'm gone. See? Till next time. Best of everyone. Mr. United, Peso, JD, We Max It, Issa Allen, Martin Baker, Float Management, Peso, Joel Smith, big up yourself, Float Management, Tycoon, Fresh God from earlier, did cut out, El Granero, who else is there about? Football Global, big up yourself, Sean Base, big up yourself, Fresh did pass through, gone, did say that already. Yeah, and big up to Simon and Ryan who did pass through earlier on, I believe Unseen did pop through as well. So respect to everybody putting out content out there. Keep it football, people. Do your research. Don't cheat the system, because the system will bite you. Zine? So big up, people. I'm gone. Bless up. Like, share, subscribe. Jason Gooner TV. Till next time. Blessings.